ready with me to present a group project that I did pretty much by myself. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a poli-sci major. Currently, I'm taking Intro to American Politics, which, as you can imagine, in our current political climate, that class can be a lot. And I low-key feel bad for the teacher because she's like, everything's changing. And for our final project for the semester, we're supposed to present essentially like legislation to who we're pretending is the Senate. And while we didn't get to pick our groups, we did get to pick our topic. And my group picked stopping deep sea mining, because we were like, that's not very controversial, right? Like, we like it the fit. And with this issue, the best thing that the Senate can do is join the Law of the Sea Treaty, which is made by the UN, so that we can help pass legislation on the issue, because the ocean isn't owned by anyone. The US previously has refused to sign this, so our whole project is saying, hey, we should sign this. Now, we've known about this project for probably about 2 months, and we picked our topic about 2 months ago. And this project is worth a fourth of our grade. It's supposed to contain a slideshow where we explain to the Senate why we want to do whatever we're trying to do, and then we have to have a memo that essentially elaborates on what the slides are. Now, a bit of time goes by, and because it's due in 2 months, no one really does anything yet, which is perfectly fine. I get that. So I make a shared drive, and I make all the documents we need, just label them, organize everything, and I go, hey guys, I've done this, now we can divvy up who does what. Radio silence. And I think to myself, it's okay, it's due a while away, so I'll give it time. So I start the slideshow because that's 70% of this project, and I just start it. I put the background info. I don't put any of the opinion-based stuff because I'm like, I should talk with my group about all this. And then I do this background info, and I let everyone know that I've done it, and once again, radio silence. So I'm finally like, guys, we need to divvy this up. And one girl's like, I guess I could do the slides. And I'm like, great, I just need you to, like, help me with the ones I've done. I've already established the format. I've already researched this issue. Here's all the information you could possibly need. Just help me fill these things out. And then my other group members are like, well, what do you want us to do? And I'm like, oh, great, so you've established me as your mommy. Fantastic. But at that point, I'm like, you know what? I am the only one who started this, so yeah, I'll let them know what I need help with. So I was like, can you guys do the memo? That's 30% of this big thing. I was like, I have all the background info in the slides, so I just need you to take that, put that in a memo, and we'll talk about what policy we want to pass or like how we want to accomplish our goal after that. Now remember, our goal is just to get the US to sign a treaty. And I communicated that, as well as putting it in the slides that I had done, so all they needed to do was read it. Guess what they didn't do? One girl didn't even respond to the group chat till literally our last work day, and then she was like, well, what can I do? And at that point, a lot of it's done and everything's divvied up. So I give her like a little something so she can say she contributed. I'm like, can you make us a little Canva poster that we can say like people who support our cause can go lobby with? She says, sure. She keeps saying she'll do it within the 3 days that we have before it's due. She never does it. We never get it. Whatever. We haven't heard from her since. But at that point, I'm going, you know what? Everyone else in the group contributed. We're doing great. And then I look at what we've done. First of all, one of the guys who's supposed to be on the memo hasn't touched a thing. And I said, hey, what have you been doing? And he was like, research. And I said, great. I'm going to open the research doc. What all did you find? And he goes, oh, I didn't put it on there. And I go, oh, where is it? And he's like, oh, I didn't put it in the drive. And I said, well, could you give us all access to it or like put it on our research doc? And he says, sure. He just searches our topic, picks the top 2 websites and pastes those URLs. So I say, whatever, it's fine. And then I go check on the rest of the progress. I'm like, hey guys, how are we doing? Like, this is due next week. How's the memo coming? Like, did we decide anything for the opinion part? What can we talk about? And they go, oh, we just copied the slides. And I went, well, that's funny. There's no opinion in the slides. Instead of reading my slides, they just assumed that what I wanted to do was buy the fucking ocean. So that's what they wrote the rest of the slides and the memo about. Colonizing the ocean so that the US owns the Pacific. And that's how we're going to stop everything. Girl, what? So I spent 6 hours of yesterday fixing all of that because I'm not trying to be a colonizer. And now the girl I'm supposed to present with says she's confused because she took notes on the slides that said we were colonizing. So I offered to present it by myself because I'm the only one with all this knowledge. Because I did all the research. All I can even say is that my peer review is about to be scathing.